I'm Andrea. I'll be handling your intake and initial screening today. Andrea was probably in her late 20s with a warm smile and gentle efficiency as she took my vitals. When she wrapped the tourniquet around my arm to check my veins, she let out an appreciative whistle. "You have amazing veins for donation," she said. "This is going to be super easy. Some folks we have to hunt and prod, but yours are right there saying hello. At least some part of me is still functioning properly," I muttered before I could stop myself. Andrea gave me a curious look but didn't pry. Instead, she prepared to take the preliminary blood sample, swabbing the crook of my arm with alcohol. "Small pinch," she warned and slid the needle in. I barely felt it. "See, perfect veins, you were made for this." The dark red liquid filled the small vial quickly. Andrea labeled it and set it aside, then prepped a second tube. "Just need to check a few basic levels before we proceed with the full donation." As she worked, I found myself studying the donation center more carefully. The walls were lined with posters about saving lives, community service, and the scientific benefits of plasma donation. Nothing about the $40 that had brought me and likely most others here today. "All done with this part," Andrea said, placing a cotton ball over the tiny puncture and bending my arm up. "I'll run these quick tests, and if everything looks good, we'll get you set up for the full donation. Should only take a few minutes." I nodded, waiting patiently while she left with my blood samples. Through the thin walls, I could hear the quiet hum of machines and occasional beeps from the donation room next door. The reality of what I was doing, selling my plasma to buy my daughter's medication, hit me anew. How had everything collapsed so completely? I was pulled from my bitter memories when the door opened again. Andrea returned, but her expression had changed dramatically. She was pale, her eyes wide, clutching my blood sample tube as if it contained nitroglycerin. "Mrs. Bennett," she said, her voice noticeably different. "I need to." Theirs as she stopped, composed herself. "Would you mind waiting just a few more minutes? Dr. Stewart needs to verify something with your sample." "Is something wrong?" My heart skipped. "Am I sick?" No, it's not like that." Her reassurance seemed genuine. "It's actually just wait, please. Dr. Stewart will explain everything." Before I could press further, she hurried out again, still carrying my blood sample. 5 minutes stretched to 10, then 15. I considered gathering my things and leaving. Clearly, something strange was happening. When the door opened again, a man in his late 40s wearing a white coat entered, followed by Andrea. His expression was one of barely contained excitement. "Mrs. Bennett, I'm Dr. James Stewart, medical director here." He extended his hand, which I shook automatically. "I apologize for the wait, but we needed to confirm something quite extraordinary about your blood." "Extraordinary?" I repeated.